Hello, my name is Allah Sheirzad. Today's video I'm going to teach you rounding of numbers. Okay, how to round the numbers, I will tell you. Okay, what is the rounding of numbers? Whenever we limit a decimal number, you know decimal number, to several decimal places, whenever we limit a decimal number to several decimal places, this operation is called rounding off. Okay, you know that this is a decimal number, A.BCDE. You know, decimal number has two main points. A is called integer part, BCDE called decimal places. Suppose it is example 3.74893. You know 3 is integer part and 74893 is called decimal places. Here suppose we retain two decimal places 7 and 4, and then we remove or drop 8, 9 and 3. 8, 9 and 3 is called dropping digits, and 8 is called first dropping digits. When we drop digits, we should follow some rules. Okay, now I'm tell you the rules of rounding of number. What is first rule? First rule, if the first dropping digit is greater than 5, you know first dropping, this first dropping I tell you is maybe different first dropping, greater than 5, then drop it and add 1 unit to preceding digit. This is rule number 1. I will do example for you later. Okay, rule number 2. If the first dropping digit is less than 5, then simple discard it. What does it mean? It means we do not round the number. It means we do not bring changes. Okay, let's look at the example of rule number 1 and rule number 2. Example, round the following numbers with 2 decimal places. It means it is you should be important with 2 decimal places. Here we have 3 numbers. We want to round these numbers. First, okay, let's say the questions. The questions told that you remain 2 decimal place, 1 decimal, 2 decimal place. We remain 2 decimal place and then we round. These are called 6, 3, 4 is called dropping digits. We just remain 2 decimal places, 4, 8. We look at the first dropping digits. I told you, if the first dropping digit is greater than, you know, this is the first dropping digits is greater than 5, we add 1 unit. Okay, what is the answer? 3.49. Let's look at another example. We want to round this number, 8.3473. The question says that remain 2 decimal places, 1, 2. This is first dropping digits. First dropping digit is, you know, is greater than 5. We add 1 unit to preceding digits. Here, 8.35. 4 became 5. We add 1 unit to preceding digits. Come to next questions. 9.383. We want to round this number. Okay. The question says that remain 2 decimal places. Here we have 3 decimal places, but the question says that remain 2 decimal places. 1, 2. And now we see the dropping digits. Dropping digits is less than 5. If the first dropping digit is less than 5, simple discard. It means we do not round. What's the answer? 9.38. These are all about rule number 1 and rule number 2. Come to rule number 3. If the first dropping digit is 5, then add the preceding digit by 1 unit if the preceding digit is odd. You know odd? It means 1, 3, 5, 7. These are all odd number. Okay, rule number 4. If the first dropping digit is 5, return if the preceding digit of 5 is even. You know even, 2, 4, 6. Okay, let's do some examples about rule number 7 and rule number 4. You can understand better. Round the following numbers with 1 decimal place. It means you should round the number with 1 decimal place. Here we have 2 examples. 8.35. The question says that remain 1 decimal. Here we have 2 decimal places. Now we remain 1 decimal place. We remove this one. You see that dropping digits is 5. We look at the preceding digits. The preceding digits is odd. If the preceding digit is odd, it means we add 1 unit. Okay, we add 1 unit. The answer is 8.4. Look at this example. Here we have 2 decimal places. The question says that remain 1 decimal place. This is dropping digits. Before of dropping digits, we have even number. It means we do not round this number. It means we do not bring changes in this number. Okay, 9.4. Okay, this is the questions. Okay, we solve about. Okay, the answer of the question is 9.4. Okay, guys, I told you rule number 3 and number 4. If the first dropping digit is 5, okay, we look at the preceding digits. If the preceding digit is odd, we add 1 number. If the preceding digit is even, we do not bring changes. Now come to rule number 5. If the first dropping digit is 5, add 1 unit to the preceding digits if the right side of the 5 is non-zero number. Okay, look at the example. You will learn better. Round the following numbers with 3 decimal places. It means when you round the number, you should remain 3 decimal places, then remove the others. Okay, let's look at the examples. This is the decimal numbers. These decimal numbers has 5 decimal places. The question says that remain 3 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. And then remove the others. or drop the others. You see the dropping digit is 5. The right side, this is the right side of 5, is what? Non-zero number. Non-zero number is 2. We add 1 unit to the preceding digits. What's the answer? Okay, tell me guys. 3.834 become 5. This is our answer. Let's look at the other example. Also here we have a decimal number. The question says that remain 3 decimal places, 1, 2, 3. Okay, remove the others, drop the others. We look at the first dropping digits. The first dropping digit is 5. Okay, we look at the right side of the 5. Right side of the 5 is non-zero number. We add 1 unit to the preceding digits. Okay, what is the answer? 8.486 become 7. These are all things that I told you about rounding of numbers. When you round numbers, decimal numbers, you remember 5 rules. Rule number 1, rule number 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's do some more examples. You want some more examples about rounding the number. Okay, the example says that round the following numbers with 2 decimal places. Okay, here we have a decimal number. Okay, we want to round this number. Okay, the question says that remain 2 decimal places, 1, 2, and then remove others. We see the first dropping digits. The first dropping digit is less than 5. We do not round. It means we do not bring changes. What is the answer? 3.48. Okay, questions. Example 2. Here we have a decimal number. The question says that remain 2 decimal places. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, look at the first. This is called first dropping digits. The first dropping digit is greater than 5. Okay, we add 1 unit. What's the answer? 8.49. See, let's come to another example I will do for you. 12.56. Okay. The answer says that remain 2 decimal places, 1, 2. Okay, we look at the first dropping digits. The first dropping digit is 5. We look at the what? You know that the right side of 5 is what? Non-zero number. Okay, we add 1 number. What's the answer? 12.44. Okay, another example. 8.485. We round this number. The question says that round this number with 2 decimal places. 1, 2. Okay, you know that decimal first dropping digit is 5. We look at the preceding of 5 is even number. We do not bring changes. Okay, what is the answer? 8.48. Okay, guys, these are all about rounding of numbers. If you have any questions, you can ask me and write down. Okay, thank you for your watching.